Welcome to Interfaith Spiritual Center Worldwide, where we believe there is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it, and we are using it every single day of our lives, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. This is why I love our way of life, is that trained thought is far more powerful than untrained thought. Where thought goes, energy flows. And when we begin to take responsibility for our own lives and open to the energy of the universe and tap into it so that it flows through us, our life becomes miraculous. The four spiritual laws of success this month have been so fun, beginning with infinite possibilities and the law of non-resistance, and this morning the law of divine release. And Dr. Ernest Holmes put a formula out into the world about spiritual mind treatment. And he talked about the 5 steps of spiritual mind treatment. The first is recognition, where we recognize there is a power for good in the universe greater than we choose to call it God. It doesn't matter what we call it. Just to acknowledge that our higher power is within us and everywhere present. Our God is not an anthropomorphic God sitting on a throne in the sky with a little, with this long white beard and a little black book, keeping scores and, okay, that's 2, to me, you're out. No, our God is energy. And Nicholas Tesla said it best. If you want to know the secrets of life, think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. What are we vibrating to? Now, what I love about our way of life, too, is its practical spirituality. And it's really fascinating that wherever I go, it's like people start telling me their life story. It's really kind of interesting. Have you ever had that happen where people just go up, they just start talking to you, and you're empathically listening, and you want to be there for them? And I get my candles at the 99-cent store, and so I was at there was the cashier, and there was a couple of people in front of me, and the cashier said, "God, I've got this boyfriend, and I let him go, and then I took him back, and on the way to his house, I crashed my car, and now I'm in this whole situation over again, and I thought I was over him, and then he came back, and it was all about he, and I happened to add, you called him in." She goes, "No, he calls me." I said, "No, I'm speaking metaphorically through the law of attraction. You called him in. So you were probably lonely, you were having a moment, and so you opened the space and allowed this negative," she said how negative he is, "this negative energy in. You called him in." Now understand that when you feel worthy, now, there's a long line now coming around the corner at the 99-cent store, and someone said, "Can you call for another cashier? I mean, we get it, you're getting counseled." And there's a gal in front of us, and she goes, "This woman knows what she's talking about." And so I explained that you are a beautiful person, and that if you can ride the wave and realize, we all move through these experiences with wanting someone in our life. But there's nothing lonelier than having someone in your life that you don't relate to, that doesn't treat you lovingly, respectfully, and honor you. You're worth more than that. And she thought for a moment, she goes, "Yeah, I do have issues with myself. We're doing this exchange." I said, "You need to release what no longer serves you. And come tomorrow to our service, because I'm talking about the law of divine release. Let go and let God do what God does best by means of us. Let release what no longer serves us, because we become habituated and we cling on to things because they're the known. And when we finally let go," and I have a friend in ministerial school, she said, "Everything I let go of, I left claw marks." So it's hard to let go and to let a higher power move into the energy field and then move us through that loneliness that we feel and the habit pattern of having someone there. I saw a bumper sticker once that said, "I'm so miserable without you, it's almost like having you here." Okay? So energetically, it's not just about having someone there, it's about growing and unfolding and evolving and being all that we can be together. When someone, you don't see someone, they say, oh, well, they're in a relationship. So what? A relationship is to expand our energy field, to enhance our lives, so that we can be actualized in our lives, and then that spills over to others in the energy field, the love that we're feeling one to the other. And yes, those wonderful intimate moments that we have that spill out into the energy field because we are feeling that love. And it really is the ground of being. Love in all its amazing forms. And John Lennon said it best, it doesn't matter who you love, where you love, how you love, just so you love. And when we love, that is a healing energy. And to learn not to take things personally. That is a biggie, because it's not about us. And if we have an energy charge on it, we want to react. Yeah, I mean, remember Fleet? When Fleet was in SOM1, Fleet was sharing his experience in someone in the class. Well, this isn't group therapy. Well, you know, that we were having a moment of reaction, right? And we cleared it out. And then I said to the person at the end of the class who said that, on some level this is group therapy. Because where the two or three are gathered in my name, that if something is going on with someone, this is a safe space. And in this safe space, we share what's going on so that we can heal it, we can release it. You see, when we state what's going on with us, then it creates a space to release it, to let it go, to allow it to return to its native nothingness from whence it came. In our society, we worry about so many things, but what the psalmist said is, you know, don't worry about what to put on. Don't worry about what you're going to eat. Look at the birds of the air. They don't gather into barns. Look at the lilies of the field. They don't toil or spin, yet not even Solomon was arrayed as one of these. So stop worrying. Just know that it's all taken care of as we let go and let God do what God does best by means of us. And that is so powerful, because the moment we think we're going to react, we're going to look outside of ourselves, we're giving our power away to that which no longer serves us. And we keep doing what we're doing, expecting a different result until we get it, the aha moment of epiphany, where we realize we do not need to do this. And when I was counseling the cashier at the 99-cent store, I could see like a little glimmer of light, because I told her, you attracted me. You called me in so that I could stand here, buy my candles, and we could have this exchange. Glad you called in another cashier so the other people aren't getting irritated. So I am going to treat for you, and a spiritual treatment is a positive prayer of alignment. It's acknowledging that you are healed from this past pattern of thinking that you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, you know, you don't deserve all that stuff. You deserve the best. You are a radiant soul, and that's true for each and every one of us. And when we are in relationships, it's about growing and unfolding and allowing the other their space so that they can shine in their own energy field and to be happy for them. So today, as we look at the law of divine release, it's really at the end of our spiritual treatment of recognition, unification, we're unifying with the power in the universe greater than we are. Realization is knowing that whatever it is that we are praying for, whatever it is that we are speaking our word into the law of mind, it is done. It is an already accomplished fact in mind and experience. We don't walk away rolling, squeezing our hands and thinking, oh, I hope it works. Oh, I just hope it works. No, it's already worked. We're now awakening to the energy that is there before us and moving through us. It has already done its divine thing. Let's be awake to it. When Buddha was asked, are you a god? Are you an angel? Who are you? He said, I am awake. I am awake. And when we awaken to our being, energetically, the door opens. We move through that threshold. So in a spiritual mind treatment of looking at recognition, unification, realization, the realization that it's already an accomplished fact in mind and experience, it's done. And thanksgiving, gratitude. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, that I send this word forth into the universal energies, knowing it returns in full-blown expression of that which I have sent forth. Because I'm looking out at the birds of the air who gather not into barns. They don't hoard their food. They're worried that they're going to not get enough birdseed. They're flying around. I look out my window, I can feed them. All the quail are out there and the doves, and they're just having a great time. The minute somebody comes up, they all fly away. Now they're somewhere else, realizing that there is a power and a presence in the universe that's going to provide. They're not flapping their wings, wondering where's my food. And not to worry about what we're going to put on, the Bible states, the psalmist said. But to know that it's already done. Look at the lilies of the field. They neither toil nor spin. Yet not even Solomon was arrayed as one of these. That energetically it's all there for us. We just have to let go and to release that fear. And we live in a fear-based society. So we've got to keep sending out the light and sending out this positive energy that not only absorbs the negative, right? It not only absorbs the darkness, it begins to illuminate it. So it penetrates it, it absorbs it, and it illuminates it. And when, I'm standing wherever I am and someone's telling me their life story, I know that I'm in my divine right place, doing my divine right thing at that divine right moment. That these little divine appointments come up so that we can serve our greater humanity, that we can serve one another in small ways. And when, Emerson said there is no spot where God is not. And energetically, it doesn't matter where we are. It's all there. So we got to release. And someone said, in fact, my little grandson at 6 years old, he said, I really admire you, Mima. And I said, oh, why do you admire me? He said, that you can stand up and talk in front of people and not be nervous. And I said, well, I had to work through realizing that my message was far more powerful than any nervousness I felt. And when you realize you have something to say, that nervousness is absorbed, and suddenly you're excited. So you lift nervousness to excitement. And just as we make this shift in our conscious languaging, and it's a subtle shift, we don't fight for peace. We take a stand for peace, right? We don't fight for civil rights. We take a stand for civil rights. We don't fight for equality. We take a stand for equality. Whatever it is out there, we take a stand in the truth, know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Free to be who you are, your beautiful, authentic self. And to release what no longer serves. The fifth step of treatment is release. I release it unto the universe, knowing that it's already done. I give thanks for it in advance. I don't go digging up the garden that I just planted last week to see how it's doing. I know that there is a faith and a trust and an energy that allows it to unfold miraculously. And when we know this, trust in the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and all thy soul. And lean not into thine own understanding, for he shall bring it to pass. If we have that faith, that trust, and that knowingness, and he shall bring it to pass. And we open to that answer. We see it as an already accomplished fact in mind and experience, and we give thanks for it in advance. And this way of life allows us to move ourselves out of the morass of the everyday world, so fear-based, and putting all this out there, to sending and shining our light. And remembering that each and every one of us, we are light workers. We are light bearers. And as we send out that light, it is miraculous what happens. And And so today, as we acknowledge that we release what no longer serves us as it comes up, and this is so powerful. This is a powerful lesson for us this week. How many of us have something we'd like to release? Yeah. Our viewing audience, raise your hand. You're part of this, right? That we release what no longer serves us. And I very rarely play the 75 card, but every once in a while I do. And I kind of laugh at myself, because I have now this excuse. Well, I am 75, And I was sharing a few weeks ago about being in Costco and having this woman in her brand new Mercedes. Mine's an older Mercedes. So she pulled out, she screeched into the spot in front of me. Now, we're at Costco gas station. You gotta see this. It was hysterical. And then I'm getting out to put my gas, which, I don't like to do, but I've taught myself, this is what you do. And, I hate it. Excuse me, but yeah. And a lot of times the helper has to come over and help me because I have resistance, And so I said, is everything all right? She said, oh, you were so slow. I go, well, I am 75. I very rarely pull that card. And then she said, unbelievable. It was just like a moment. So we have these moments because we're in the world and we're in life. And that we have the opportunity to let them go and then bless the person that thinks they're in such a hurry. And then her partner looked out the window and said, thank you for being so nice. She's in a rush, but, and she rolled her eyes like, it's no big deal. So we calm ourselves and we begin to acknowledge that we're in the world to live, to love, to express, to be all that we can be. And that if we fall short of that we pick ourselves up, we brush ourselves off, and we keep on keeping on. This is what we're going to do. Because we're all going somewhere. And do you know where that is? Higher yet. Where is it? Higher yet. Where is it? Higher yet. And I say to you, namaste. The God in me salutes the God in you, and the God in you salutes the God in me. And if I'm in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, there truly is only one of us. I say shalom, the peace that passes all understanding. And God bless us, everyone, because we are in a high place, and we will not come down. None of these outer things move us. We are in a high place, and we will not come down. And so it is. God bless you. I love you.